Hi, good morning to all. Today we are going to see about Terraform. So in this lecture, I'm not going to cover the basics. I'm going to cover the best practices we are going to follow. So let me go to the code. Okay. So what we are going to see is that Terraform models. So what is Terraform models? So Terraform models is like we want to we can create our own models and we will reuse our code in the existing application. Okay, so let me see Terraform models. Okay, so I have created the project like this. Okay, this is my project structure. This is my Terraform models. Okay, I created a folder name with Terraform models. In this, I created a folder structure with dev. So this is my development box. Okay. Uh, so here I created main.tf. Okay. And here I have different services. So Terraform is basically is like infrastructure is my code. So I'm going to create my own infrastructure and I deploy into AWS. Okay. So this is my EC2 instance. Okay. This is one service. Elastic IP is one service, and this I will tell you later. And this remote state is a S3 bucket. This is one service, and this is my one security group. These four I'm going to create, okay, in my development box. Okay. Tomorrow I want to create the same configuration for different environments. So what I'll do is I will create another folder, say new folder, say prod, and here I create main.tf. So main.tf is my Terraform file. So I'm going to use my model, okay, from this model. So basically, model will tell that just call my services, these services. So if you go here in my EC2 instance, so I will tell in this file, I create a model and I try to call this EC2 instance, okay. So I will call this EC2 instance. So similarly in DevBox, I will try to, so such that we will reuse the code and it will be easy to maintain. Okay, so there is no point of repeat the code. Okay, let us jump into the code so such that you will also get the flexibility of the understanding. Okay, so what I'll do is, so let me show the existing code. So this is my development box. So what I have done is like I created a model called EC2 instance. Okay, so this is the customs, whatever you want to write it. Okay, you can write your own custom. Okay, and here this is my source. So source tells that where is my service, my exact source code, where is which folder it is located. So right now I am in here in this part. So I'm telling that just go out of this folder structure. So right now I'm here, correct, in main.tf. Okay, so telling go back here and from here go here and tell go to this EC2 instance. That's the thing I'm telling. Go here this part. So it will go to EC2 instance and I'll check for this file. So here I'm just trying to call the resources. So whenever you try to create a infrastructure as your code, okay. So anything when you tell that, so you have to define uh, what in resource what you want to create. So in this resource I'm trying to create instance, EC2 instance I'm going to create. So this is my EC2 instance I'm going to create. So this is the you're telling to the Terraform, please create my EC2 instance. So this is the thing, and this is my variable name. Okay, this is your type name. What Terraform is telling, this should be your type name. What instance what service you want to going to create. So that I am defining is AWS instance, and this is my custom thing. And so this is the parameter you have to specify. What is your AMID? What is your instance type? What is your key name? And this is something. So for to get what are the parameters you have to select this. So better you go to the Terraform website and go to documents, or you can search Google also like this. So put uh, so so Terraform document is very nice. So I'm going to mention so here I'm going to tell you what are the parameters you have to pass it. So this is the document. Okay. So this is a resource I'm going to create. So actually in my resource in AWS instance, okay, I'm going to create these are the variables I have to pass. One is AMID. This is required. Okay, it's not optional. So you have to definitely pass. So AMI ID is nothing but your what is your instance image? Okay, what image? Whether it's a Ubuntu or a Toronto or CentOS, that thing. So how to get it out is go to AWS your login console page. If you should have this page. I mean, you should have this website. Okay, let me log in and show you. I'm just trying to log in. Okay. Okay, in my EC2 instance, okay, so I'm going to take one sample. I want to know the one EMA ID. So if you go here, this is your EMA ID. This is your EMA ID. You have to copy it and you have to use it. So this is the thing I use here. So this is actually a variable. I have declared a variable. From there, it's coming this EMA ID. So where is my variable? It's here. So I declared my EMA ID. Okay. So this is my region variable. I have AMID, I have subnet, I have instance type. Okay. So I what I have done is I use a variable. So I'm passing my AMID, I'm passing my instance type, I'm passing my encrypted key and my subnet also in this variable. So what I'm doing is from here, from this module, from my development box, I'm trying to call my services of this EC2 instance and passing this variable. And after that, actually I'm calling this services, okay, and I'm calling my elastic IP address, okay. Those two services I'm calling. So basically what I'm doing, I'm trying to create my EC2 instance, passing my AMI ID, what AMI ID it should be. So it should be Ubuntu. I'm passing as instance type is T2 micro. If you come here, I'm passing my T2 micro, and I'm passing my subnet also, okay. So this is the thing. and once it's created, I'm attaching my IP address to my EC2 instance. So once my instance is created, I'm getting my automatically I know that what is my instance type. So I'm telling that AWS, this is my variable. Okay. So I'm telling that in this instance, this is my name and fetch the ID of that. So this will fetch my instance ID. In that ID, I'm trying to attach my elastic IP address. Okay, let me run this code and you will come to know. Okay. So we have to go to that path. We have to go to that path, say Terraform modules. Okay. Okay. Let me make the directory. I'm going here. cd.terra modules. Oh, sorry. Okay. So let me list on the my directories and other stuff. So right now I'm going to this folder structure. Now before running this code, we have to instantiate the Terraform project. So for that, what we will have to do? So these are the basics actually. So I'm going to instantiate this project. So this will create. Okay, I have some error in my project because it's not trying to read. Okay, let me check. Unable to evaluate this fine. The system cannot find. The system cannot find the easy to instance file for it does not exist. Read. Does not exist. The read. Okay. Okay. I changed my structure. So I've done one mistake actually. So actually it should be just one path above. So I'm just going out of this structure and after that I'm calling this EC2 instance. Let me save this. I'm just putting the same code. Okay. So right now what it's done is it is initialize my models. Okay. Okay. So see here. So it will create one file here. So this model is created and this uh, stuff is Jenkins has been. So once you initialize, these are the things has been initialized, my modules and all this stuff. Okay. So model tell that where is my folder structure, what are the folder structure it's initialized actually, where is my path and all this stuff. Okay. Let me go to the project. So we have initialized it. Now we have to run the plan. So plan is nothing but it will create a draft like what all the my services is going to I'm going to upload. For example, when I say EC2 instance, my Elastic IP, these are the uh, modules going to create as a JSON file, and these are the variables it will show. These are the things I'm going to upload it into my into AWS. Mean these are the infrastructure I'm going to create. So this will create my plan, what I'm going to upload. So it's running. It will take some time. So this will give, it's not, this is like once you give a plan, it will create one JSON file. This JSON file is not yet to upload. It will give the initial overview of that. Okay. So from that you can make it out what all the things it's going to upload into my EC2 instance. Okay. So this is one JSON file is trying to create. From this you can overview it. So what are the things it's going to create? So in my EC2 instance, so it goes to my module.ec2 instance of my Elastic IP. So in module dot, so this is actually my module. In my module, you have EC2 instance. Okay. So it goes to this EC2 instance and go to check the Elastic IP of my allocation ID. So let me check. So I put, let me see in my EC2 web server. So I specify my AMID as in my variable. Okay, it takes that value. Another thing we can see any other stuff which we specify. I specify my key. I mean, what key we are going to log into the my EC2 instance. So it requires some key to log into that key. Okay. So these are the things it will show you actually. And so these are things it's going to create. So first it's going to create Okay. So which is going to create first? So that we'll see. So graph will tell which will which is going to upload first. Suppose in your system, uh, so this will tell that which is going to upload first. Actually, the graph will tell which is going to upload first. So first it will create my EC2 instance, and after that the security group. Okay, then it will attach the elastic IP address. Okay, so what we'll do is, let me go to my, so it is instantiate my model, that's okay. So from here, I'm going to call my EC2 instance, and these are the value it's going to pass. So I'm telling the where is my root, I mean that folder is there. It goes here and try to pick this value, and it substitute this value with this. So var.amid is, I have declared my variable here. Okay, I declared the variable here. So here, so what I've done, I declared my variable. Sorry, I missed out actually. So I declared my AMID here and my subnet. These are the values. These are the variables I'm using here. Okay. So in runtime, I try to call. Okay, let me go here. So in runtime, I try to call. These are the values I'm going to pass. For my development box, I'm passing. This is my AMID. This is my instance type, and this is my subnet I'm going to pass. Okay. These values are already substituted. I shown you already. So right now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to apply uh, this plan into my in AWS thing. Take some time. Okay. So it will ask for confirmation. So this is my AWS console page. So it no, it's not created anything. Okay, all the instances are being stopped. Let me create my instance. And click S. See, first it's tried to create my instance web server. After created, it tried to create my security group. Okay, then after that, it creates my S3. I think S3 bucket will fail because I have already created. Okay, uh, at least this two it will create. My S3 bucket will fail because it's already created. Okay, let me see. At least this two has to create. Okay, let me go there. It's trying to create it. It's telling that. Let me go here. Let me refresh it. Here, my EC2 instance has been created, and I have created my AMID with this ID, so it is mapped with this AMID. Okay, and I have passed my subnet. Even the subnet also it passed this value. Okay, if you want to confirm, we'll take this value, go here where I passed here. Okay, here only there. Okay, I'm sorry. So here, this subnet I passed. My instance is T2 micro. Here, T2 micro, and I passed with AMID with this. So I passed the AMID with this ID. Where is my AMID? Okay, let me copy it. Okay. So I'll take this value. I'm passing with the AMID. Okay. Okay. So right now it is created with this. What are the configurations? So if you want to change this value, it will create another new instance. Okay. So right now I create another box, say production. I created already, I think so. Okay. So what I'll do is I will copy paste the same thing and I'll change the value. Because in productions I have different configurations. My instance will be higher versions, not T2. It may be T2 large or something like that, and my AMID also will be different or might be the same. And subnet because my VPC and my subnet also will be different thing actually. Okay, so right now here I'm going to change only my AMID because I don't have a lot of subnets. Okay, so I will create with a different AMID 05. Okay, I'll take this AMID. So basically, see here, I'm trying to reuse my code for my production and as well as my development box. Okay, only my configuration, my variable is going to change. Okay, so that is the benefit of module. I'm reusing my code of modules, best by changing the configuration. So, so that is the benefit of modules. So I'm just calling where is my services. So I'm just calling my resources of my web server, Elastic IP, and another thing is I'm calling my S3 bucket also. See here, my S3 bucket, since I already have created security groups, that's why it's failing. Okay. Um, so if you come here, this is my product. I have S3 bucket I created with. Where is my remote state? Yeah. So remote state is my S3 bucket. These are the service I'm going to. So basically, I'm going to reuse my resources, okay, without changing anything because I don't want to copy paste it. So that is the benefit of models. Okay, so let me draw in my paint. So this is my, let me draw how my folder structure is. So what I have done is I created, so this is my, so this is my dev box, and here you have another box with prod. So here what I am doing is I have a main.pf. So here I have something called modules. Okay, so I'm just drawing my internal structure of this in these modules. So I have something called folder with modules. Okay, so I have something called EC2 instance, and the next module is something called security group, and I have a three. Oh shit, I should run this first. Next is I have another box with so S3 bucket. So I'm not going into S3 bucket. For S3 bucket, I made it as a remote state. So basically, what is going to do is from here in this development box, I mentioned that which model it has to call. in my S3 bucket, I have mentioned that which module has to call. So it will call this EC2. So it will call here. Okay. So what it will do? I don't, so it will try to call this EC2 instance, and it will call my security group. I will call remote state. So that I have mentioned what all the folder structure it has to call. So that is a folder structure here which you are seeing here. So I'm going to call my EC2 instance, security group, and S3 bucket. So here I mentioned where is my folder structure, and this is the configuration. Okay. Uh, okay. So let me run the code for my production. I have a folder with my production. So what I have done is, did I change my configuration settings? So I copied this EMID. I think. Yeah. Let me see. Nano this. I'm trying to change nano. Let me see. Okay. So I changed two variables. One is my, so right now I'm in production. So I'm not changed any code in this my modules. I changed only in the oh sorry, I didn't change in my service anything. I just changed my variable in the module. That too, my variable thing. Okay. So let me run this one. So before running, you have to similarly you have to go out of this project. You have to come to this product and you have to initialize it. Okay. Uh, Before that, I will try to. I don't want to call this. Okay, I will rename this S3 bucket and my security group. Okay. So what I'll do is, so here I have hard coded. Next time, just for understanding. So I will make this support because I already created this name. That's why. And here I have something called remove state. This also I already created my S3 bucket. So I'll create demo by creating a S3 bucket with this name. Okay. So now what we'll do is we will go to this project. So this project is here. Okay. Now we will initialize this project. Terraform.init. Okay. It is initialized. Now we'll run the plan. Okay. My model got initialized. So now we will try to apply the plan. So I will check in this code so such that you can look into this code. Okay, it is initializing. Okay, now I'm going to apply. It's going to apply. Okay, I'm going to apply it. Once you apply, it's not yet applied. So once you give the confirmation, then it will apply. Okay. So if you see here, whatever I given my AMI ID, that will be shown here. Okay, this is the AMI ID I'm going to apply. See here, it has changed that value. Okay. So you can check what value it's going to substitute here before you are applying. Okay. Okay. Now I'm going to apply it. Means it will approve. Once you give yes, it will approve and it will try to uh, apply in my EC2 instances. So it's trying to do it. So right now I have one. It will create one more instance. So it started here. Okay. So here that is the EMID is created already, and it mapped with this subnet which we already have. Okay. Let me see what it's doing. Here, this time it's everything got successful. Even my S3 bucket also created. So if you go here, so and even I have created a new security group also, something for SD under this thing. So if you come here, so basically it has created my EC2 instance and it's created my security group. So let me go to security group. What is my security group? Okay, my SQL. This is my security group which is created right now. Okay, so it has created the security group. These are the configuration which I have given. Okay, and if you go to my S3 bucket, so I hosted my S3 bucket based upon my region. So that is it's in US West East one. Okay. So if you come here, I have one second. This is the thing I created here. Where is my source code? I have a source code here actually. Okay, Terraform remote state. Okay, so see here, I created my tree with demo tree. So this is the thing which I have created. Since I have not uploaded, just created. So all the things. So basically, it added four. So overall is in Terraform, what we are doing is we reusing the code and based upon the configuration to for development, I just created my main.tf and I am passing my passing and just calling my EC2 instance security group in S3 bucket and just changing my variable. Okay, that's it, guys. Please make comments or suggestions. It will be helpful for me for the further videos. Thank you, guys.